Hello everyone and welcome to another YouTube video. I am Hype the Commentator and thank you all for joining me today with Backlash under a week away. We are taking a look at some of the best matches from WWE Backlash and one that's quite historic going back to 2005 when the former Evolution members and Batista and Triple H battled out for the World Heavyweight Championship after Batista had enough of all the bickering Triple H was doing behind his back. Batista chose Triple H as the champion he was going to challenge after winning the 2005 Royal Rumble. Batista would go on to defeat the Game Triple H, and now the Game wants a rematch, and he's getting it here at Backlash 2005. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. And the ref trying to keep Batista and Triple H apart, patting down both men, making sure neither of them have any illegal weapons on them. One thing we know about Batista is you're not going to be able to overpower him, outpower the Animal. There's a reason they call him the Animal, and he proved it at WrestleMania when he defeated Triple H to become the new World Heavyweight Championship. And that is that World Heavyweight Championship right there being held up high in the air. The Game has his quote-unquote game face on, if I will say. And these two are focused. The hate between these two, after everything, these two were a part of Evolution together, and then Triple H started saying things behind Batista's back, and Batista finally was starting to hear what was going on. Sneaking up, just happened to be at the right place at the right time, at least for him, because it's better to know the truth sooner than later. And he found out without Triple H knowing. But then Triple H found out when Batista was choosing the champion he was going to pick for WrestleMania. Batista would shock Triple H and choose to challenge Triple H for the World Heavyweight Championship. And, well, to Batista's strength and power proved how much stronger he was than Triple H and was able to leave as the new World Heavyweight Champion. And Triple H wanting his rematch, choosing tonight at Backlash. And Triple H telling Batista he was that close to ending him with a pedigree right then and there, but Batista able to slip free from the hold. And we saw Ric Flair get involved a little bit earlier, trying to pull on the ankle of Batista, trying to sweep the leg. Now they're going to lock up, collar and elbow, center of the ring. And Batista sends Triple H into the corner. A rope break is going to be forced here in just a matter of moments. Ref trying to break this. Taking full advantage of that 5 count here. Oh, went for a right, but Batista blocked it on Batista. In control. The Animal unloading on the Game. The right hand shot from Batista to the Cerebral Assassin. Oh, pedigree looking for it again. Batista breaks free again. Boot to the midsection. Now Batista, perhaps a Batista bomb of his own. Triple H scouted it, got out of harm's way. And Batista with a smile on his face saying to Triple H, just that close. You were just that close to being taken out with a Batista bomb. How apropos, an eye for an eye, if you will. From what we saw Triple H say that to Batista earlier on when he almost had the pedigree. And Triple H has the 16-time world champion, the legendary Nature Boy Ric Flair in his corner. And now Triple H driving Batista in the corner. And the ref calling a rope break at the count of 3. The last thing these two men want is for such a high caliber match to end via disqualification. But that's what happens when the emotions are so high, are running so rampant because of everything that is going on between these two. What a high back body drop to the Game. Triple H, and now this is where Batista starts to feel it. The Animal picking up the pace, working on Triple H. These rights. Blow after blow. Batista. Oh, gets caught. Boot to the midsection again. Pedigree. Oh, but a big back body drop sends Triple H over the top to the outside onto the floor. Great ring awareness from the Animal. Batista realizing that he was in a good position to send Triple H to the outside and create that separation. Much needed for Batista. Things aren't looking too good for the game Triple H so far. Will the game be able to find his way back in this match? And Batista, what in the world did Batista have on his mind? Oh, but a spine buster from Triple H sends Batista onto the ring barricade, and not the landing you want if you're the Animal Batista. And great counter from the game Triple H. Batista had some sort of idea in mind of what he wanted to do. Let's take a look at this back body drop. Batista sends Triple H over the top to the outside onto the floor. And then now Triple H driving Batista's spine first in the barricade. Batista flips over into the crowd, and now Triple H rolls back into the ring. But the title doesn't change hands this way. The Triple H will not allow Batista to be counted out. He does not want to lose this chance to regain his World Heavyweight Championship that he lost to the Animal at WrestleMania 21. Oh my God, what a suplex to Batista. And you can see the pain in Batista's eyes that are wide open. You don't see that too often from the Animal. Somebody his size experiencing that much pain. And Batista starting to stir, trying to get back up to his feet. Can he do it? The game goes to the outside of the ring, going after the attack on the Animal. Batista gets Batista back in the ring. This is what you got to do if you're the challenger. There is a champion's advantage. Countouts, disqualifications will lead to Batista leaving as the champion. Even if he doesn't win the match, he will still leave as champion if that were the scenario. But right now, everything is still on between these two. Triple H continuing the attack. Batista trying to pull himself up. You can see how visible it is. The pain in the eyes. Batista trying to make it back up. But the game driving the knee into the lower back of Batista. And this is smart from the game, because now he's taking that lower back out of play, preventing Batista from even being able to have enough strength to pick up Triple H for that Batista bomb. That requires a lot of weight put on the back. And now Triple H is stumbling a little bit. Big boot to the midsection from the Animal. Looking for a Batista bomb, Batista bomb, Batista bomb. Put that lower back that Triple H worked on, preventing Batista from being able to connect with that Batista bomb. And now Triple H driving his shoulder into the spine of Batista. Absolutely devastating. Batista writhing in pain. You can see the pain in the eyes. Again and again. There's a reason Triple H has been world champion, WWE champion time after time after time. He knows how to break down his opponent. He knows the weak points. And going after that spine of Batista is a brilliant strategy by the game, the cerebral assassin Triple H. Taking that Batista bomb out of play, making it merely ineffective. And now the Nature Boy Ric Flair, while the referee distracted, thunderous chops driving Batista's spine first into the ring apron. Spine first, the hardest part of the ring. And Batista trying to just recover a little bit. And now the distraction once again, but the ref starting the count at the count of 2. And that's what you got to do by any means necessary. You know, there's a reason that Ric Flair is referred to as the dirtiest player in the game. And Triple H has picked up a lot of that from his mentor, Ric Flair. Great work from those two. It may not be the most ethical thing you can do. But as long as the referee doesn't see it, it most certainly isn't out of play. And Batista finding some fight left in him, showing what he's got. But a double A spine buster from Triple H to stop any little bit of momentum. Batista had left 2. Oh, and Batista able to get the shoulder up. 1, 2. Not enough to keep down the animal. And now once again, 1, 2, no. And the animal will not give up. He will not stay down to the game. Triple H, after all the trash talking, after turning his back, somebody that Batista trusted to help further his career alongside the Nature Boy, they were doing dirty work behind his back and talking behind his back this whole time. And Batista chose to get out his revenge after winning the 2005 Royal Rumble and choose the game Triple H, and was successful in doing so at WrestleMania 21. But will Batista be successful in retaining his championship against the game here tonight? That's the big question. And right now, these two are giving it everything they've got. So we'll see who wants it more. What a right from Batista. And again, here comes the animal. But Triple H with a knee to the midsection. And now the game heads to the ropes. Batista, sidewalk slam, takes down the game Triple H. And now right now, Batista's out wrestling the game. Clothesline sends Triple H to the outside onto the floor. And Batista is dominating this one. The look on Batista's face. This is the intensity. This is where Batista goes from mortal to animal. And there's nothing mortal about Batista. When you leave the showcase of Immortals as champion, you show that you are more than just a man. And Batista is the animal for a reason. And he's taking the fight to the game Triple H. Driving Triple H into those steel steps. Now face first collides. Steel steps once again. Triple H being worked on here by the animal. The cerebral assassin. Finding out what it's like once again to step into the ring with the animal. And Batista is fired up. Things are not looking good for Triple H. Things are starting to look bleak for the challenger as Batista works on the midsection, driving the shoulder. Knocking out the win. Oh, picks up the game. Looking for a power slam. And he does it. Drives Triple H right into the mat. Great athleticism from the animal. And Batista's fired up. He could be looking to close this one out. And now, distraction from Ric Flair. The ref is holding back Ric Flair. And now Batista's measuring up Triple H. And wait. Triple H has the title in hand. Where did the world title come from? Wait. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Right in the face of Batista and gets rid of the evidence. That's it. No way. 2. But there's still life left in the animal. Batista. It was a near fall at 2. Triple H can't believe it. Ric Flair can't believe it. Now Triple H arguing with the referee. Let's take a look at this one more time. Batista looking for that Batista bomb. Triple H, world title in hand. Sending it right into the skull of Batista. Went for the cover, but only enough for a 2. And this match continues. What a right to the midsection of the game. The game thought he had it won, but his cheap plays aren't enough to keep down the animal. And now looking for a pedigree. This one would close it all out, but Batista back body drop, fights through one more time. Triple H struggling to apply the pedigree. That's his 3rd attempt in this match. Oh, wow. What a boot to the bridge of those. But Batista's fired up. Clothesline accidentally takes down the referee. The referee's out of play. Now what? And now the game connects with a pedigree. But it doesn't matter. There's no ref. He got the pedigree, but the ref has been taken out of the equation now. Ric Flair trying to pull the ref up. Getting the ref back into the ring. But the ref doesn't have it in him to make the count, does he? Can he do it? The ref's out. Yeah. Triple H would have won this already. Triple H had this won. Not legally, but he had it won. And now trying to go for the cover. The ref barely knows where he is. The ref doesn't even know where he is. He's out. The game is furious. And the ref taking an inadvertent shot from Batista out of play. And then the ref doesn't even realize where he is. And Kyoto just fell right back down, face first in the mat, trying to awaken him. But now Batista's starting to stir. We got another referee coming out here. Referee Jack. And now Batista, spine buster. But the spine of Batista damage has been done early throughout this match. Starting early on, Triple H worked on that lower back of Batista. And we saw Batista grab onto his lower back, following, pulling through, and picking up Triple H and dropping him down for that spine buster. The spine of Batista must be killing him, but he's pushing through because it's about that World Heavyweight Championship. The stakes are high, and that World Championship means a lot to the animal. What a face buster from the game. 1, 2. Oh, and Batista kicks out of 2. This one still continues. And Triple H thought he had it again. Now looking for a pedigree to close this one out. This one will do it if it connects. Batista breaks free. Sends Triple H in the corner. Clothesline into the corner. And Batista's starting to feel. Batista's starting to pick up the pace. And again, Batista is starting to feel it. One more time. For the 3rd time. And now the ref saying, get him out of the corner. Triple H just low blowed the ref. What was that all about? That's a disqualification. But now, Batista looking. Oh, but here comes Flair and Batista with a clothesline of Ric Flair. Oh, no. And Triple H using a distraction. But Batista breaks free. And now what in the world does Batista have in mind? Slingshot. Triple H collides with that top turnbuckle. Triple H's face catapulted right into that top turnbuckle, but a low blow from the game. No, you gotta be kidding me. What a low blow. That's disgusting. A desperate man in the game. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and Triple H digging down deep, doing whatever it takes to regain his World Heavyweight Championship. And now looking for these clubbing blows on Batista. And now straight rights from the game. Oh, where in the world is Batista finding the strength to hold up the game? The Batista bomb connects, and the ref makes it back in the ring. Batista. 1. Count. He's done it. Batista retains the World Heavyweight Championship. Batista pulled through all the pain in his spine, somehow, some way, able to lift Triple H up for one final Batista bomb to pick up the victory and retain his World Heavyweight Championship, and proving that his win at WrestleMania wasn't a fluke. All right, everyone, and that was the Animal Batista versus the Game Triple H at Backlash 2005 for the World Heavyweight Championship. In the end, Batista was somehow, some way able to dig deep and find just enough strength to hit the Game Triple H with one final Batista bomb to leave as still the World Heavyweight Champion. And with that being said, thank you all for tuning in to today's video. Don't forget, follow me on all my socials on Instagram at Hype the Commentator, Twitch at Hype the Commentator, TikTok at Hype the Commentator, right here on YouTube at Hype the Commentator, and Hype Commentator on X. Thank you all for all the love and support, and I will see you all in the next one.